welcome to A Couple of Kiddos. I am Tim.
I'm Clarissa, and this is Rufio.
And in today's video, we're going to be going over our recent trip to Walt Disney World in Florida during a global pandemic and the heat that we were having to experience during that.
Yeah, not good with the heat. We're from California, no humidity here like that. Never felt anything like that
Yeah,
before.
so it was definitely an experience. So the first thing we ran into obviously was the trip on a plane. First thing that we thought would be good for a item to bring would be an N95 mask. So we got a couple of those. That would be good because there's a lot of recirculating air in the plane cabin. So obviously had to put it on right when we got into the airport and wear it throughout. We thought that helped a lot. We also brought sanitizing wipes.
Yes. We would sanitize everything we touched, the feet, the handles, everything, just for an extra precaution because, you know, they do clean it themselves, but we wanted that extra little help of sanitation. Yeah,
which was nice. The plane also spaced out a seat for us, so we were able to sit together next to anyone and then have space between each row of seats as well. So that was nice. Once we got there, we were able to do on our Magic Express over to our hotel at Pop Century. The bus ride, we were like one of 3 families there, so not a lot, which was nice too. Pop Century was great. We got there, they had a special little placard that showed their extra cleaning that they did for the hotel, sanitized the remotes, and showed a few key places that they have done some extra work for us. So this video is really going to be about our different items that we brought to the park that we did some research on that would help during the heat and the different things that we brought. So we'll go ahead and go over one of the first things that we found through Amazon, and this is a must.
Yeah.
So it was a hand fan.
Yes, it's nice and powerful. It bends every which way you want to. I kept it in my shirt so I don't have to hold it so much. But it has 3 speeds. I don't know if you can hear the speeds on them.
1, 2,
It's super long. So you see
3.
Rufio's hair floating in the wind.
Yeah, so it was great. Had that on constantly. Cool part about it is that it does have a rechargeable battery.
You can even charge your phone on that
detach
too.
it. Obviously it's a battery. Charge your phone like you said. And what we found was extra battery packs about this size that we used actually as swap out. So we would swap another one and use that as the battery for that, so it kept the light going.
Little ones we got.
Yeah, something like that where we would just attach it to it. So that worked really well.
So while we were using that one, we would charge the other one, so we'd always had a fan.
Yeah.
We'd never let it die.
So this was great. We saw a few families with these. Actually asked us where we found them. So Amazon, really cool. It was what?
Yeah.
$19 on Amazon.
And it's called the hand fan. That's
hand fan. So there's that
logo.
hand fan. So yeah, might be a little bright there, but yeah, really great option. So we highly recommend that. Obviously another thing we brought was to keep the fan alive, but also our devices. So our
You have to have all my nice pictures and everything for Snapchat.
Yeah.
So we got a few of these big power packs, and then we just kept our things here to keep it easy to get to, and then all of our cords were inside this little pocket too. So we just had every cord we needed and put them inside here.
Yeah.
And we just put this inside a backpack we carried around.
Yeah.
I come overly prepared everywhere I go. I'm sure Tim thinks he has to carry everything for me.
It was a little heavy with the batteries, but it was definitely worth it to keep
Yeah.
everything charged and ready to
And
go.
this is the backpack we usually take because it's nice and expandable.
Yeah, so this is what we brought. This was our daily one for the parks. Obviously, hand sanitizer attachments was great.
Yes.
Decently long bag. We like how that was extendable and very deep. We had shoes, extra pair of clothes, all of our electronics, some snacks, things like that to bring to the park. So water bottles. Yeah, show them the water bottle that we brought. Obviously, the ones that have they keep the ice cold for 24
Hydro
hours.
Flask. I live by Hydro Flask. They keep the ice cold like all day. So I love that, especially with all the how hot it was there. You have to drink so much water because you don't want to dehydrate. You have to drink so much water. I learned the first day I got a little dehydrated. I'm like, I need to drink tons of water.
Yeah, the cool thing about the parks was that they are giving out free ice water. So you just go walk up to a quick service place and they give you a glass of ice water so you can constantly keep them refilled.
Yeah, I would go start from the hotel and put ice in it and then fill our burp. We brought like 4 waters ourselves and then filled up to those, and we ran out of those. The ice was usually gone by then, so then you just use the ice water they gave you. So you had cold water again. So it was perfect.
Yeah, definitely. So one more thing to keep cool was something we found over at our local Walmart. These are called frog togs, like a wet towel that you would get wet and would stay moist forever and keep you cool.
Yes.
So a really neat thing. It's kind of a foamy, almost ShamWow kind of feel to it. At the moment, just taking it out, just cool to the air, it's completely cool.
Yeah.
So,
Saves me
you know,
a lot.
Get it wet, wring it out a little bit. It holds a lot of water for some reason. Enough to like fill up and drench yourself if you really wanted. What I did, we put it around our shoulders. I kept it as kind of like an extra pad for the straps. That backpack did get pretty heavy, but so I used it as an extra pad there. It helped block out the sun from the back of the neck, things like that. So it was really nice.
The one thing I do recommend with these though is wash them with warm water before. It says to wash them with warm water, but do it a lot because it bleeds so much blue, like ink in the beginning. But then after, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Just make sure you wash them.
We used Dawn and like hand washed them in the sink. Obviously you're gonna be sweating in it. You're gonna wanna keep them sanitized and healthy. So highly suggest frog togs. That was about $10 at Walmart.
To see what it looks like.
Yeah, so frog togs. There you go. Yeah, pretty cool. Keep them a little bit moist. Keep it in here. It'll last forever. So really nice.
Yeah, those were my favorites.
What next? Obviously, masks were important. The parks require masks. As long as you're on property, you're in a mask. Unless you are stationary, drinking water, or eating something off to the side. So you can't walk and have your mask down and just keep walking and be like, oh, I'm following the rules. You do have to step aside, keep your distance, have some water, which is important. Rest your feet, really.
Sit down sometimes.
Yeah, so we've kind of done some research on kind of the daily use of what masks we liked. California is a little different. We're very dry heat. But so in Florida, I ended up liking just the basic blue papery fabric-y mask. This was pretty breathable. Get a pack of like 50 of these for $10, real easy. I found that was nice.
I found that I was sweating too much in them and they were not helping me.
Yeah, so
everyone's a little different. You gotta think of it that way. We ended up making these ones. Well, his mom made these for us. They're made out of like a quick dry material because I was scared we were gonna be sweating a lot.
There's one of those long gator masks, which unfortunately aren't allowed at the parks. So we diced them up and made our own mask out of them. So it's that kind of gator material. So that was nice. Obviously not a lot of, bacteria protection, but it was nice and breathable and you can get it wet and feels good.
Yeah.
Another one obviously was the Disney themed ones that we liked.
We got a Disney one.
Yeah, one of our favorites there. We had a few different designs that we were using. We got some of the older versions that were only from like large or medium, so they were a little bit tough on the ears. So we went and looked through Amazon again, which we found these extenders, which have those adjustable kind of bra-like
bra strap.
And then you would attach it to each of the ear loops, and they would sit on the back of your neck. So
yeah, so it was pretty nice. If I can get it on. Let's see.
And then it would sit on the back of the neck. I'll hold it there, kind of pretend it's there.
Yeah, so it would just be on the back of our neck, and so it wasn't on your ears. You could have it being this way, which was so nice.
Maybe depending on how big you make it, maybe go back to your hat or underneath your hat. So I found those are really pretty handy. So
yeah, I still use them now, being home. I like them a lot. I have to I do hair, so I have to wear a mask in the salon the whole time. So it's nice to have that not pulling on my ears.
And have a lot of extra masks too. So you're gonna be sweating. It's gonna be hot. Splash Mountain's gonna get you in the face.
Oh my god.
So you're gonna want to exchange them through.
I probably
when things
change
get
my
wet.
mask maybe 3-4 times a day.
Yeah, especially with the paper ones, they'll get wet or the strap will break randomly. So have lots of backups.
Yeah, bring tons of masks and bring different kinds so you can see which one works best for you.
Mm-hmm.
What if you want a quick dry one? What if you want a cloth one? What if you like the paper ones? You never know what's going to work best for you in the humidity, especially.
Yeah.
You know what works here, but then it's whole different in Florida.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Rain.
Yeah, gotta worry about rain a little bit there.
We were pretty lucky. It didn't rain on us too much. It always rained every night, but we were back in the hotel by the time it rained. But we all brought our umbrellas, which actually helped us with the sun too.
Yeah.
We used umbrellas the whole, like, just walking around. It helped, like, it feels like 5 degrees cooler underneath the umbrella.
Obviously, Star Wars for me. Disney theme for her. Hers is packed away. Small, compact. This one was kind of a neat one. This one actually gets color changed when it gets wet. Didn't really experience that because it didn't rain on us, luckily. But
Yeah.
really nice. Got an extra little one. Helped with the sun. And then we did pack some extra ponchos.
Just in case.
We did luck out with not having to need a poncho, but there may be a water ride that you may need one, or just it may rain on you. We bought the ones that are disposable, so it would get wet. Instead of having to take off a wet one and put a wet one back on,
Putting with our stuff in our backpack
the
too.
disposable ones we can just go rip off and just use another one. They were like 99 cents a Walmart.
Yeah, they're 99 cents, but we didn't have to use any of them.
Yeah,
so
we
we were
bought 20
pretty
bucks.
lucky.
But it's always good to be prepared.
Another thing for the sun is don't forget sunscreen. You
Yeah.
do not want to be burnt.
Yeah, we got some specifically for your face and some for your body.
We got the baby ones because
Mm-hmm.
I figured we were gonna be sweating and I didn't want sunscreen to be burning my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a no-tier sunscreen for your face.
Yeah, and we were lucky to find some really stuff on sale at Ross. So good look there. And last we have here is
That I'm overly prepared for every little thing that you could think of that could happen.
we walked. I think at most like step counter of like 22,000 steps
A day.
like 10 miles at times. So your feet get a workout. So we planned ahead, brought some blister packs.
Yeah.
Dr. Scholl's Amazoned them. We've got some that were these little circle, extra thick little Band-Aid things that we put on sore spots, especially if you're switching between sandals and then shoes and back and forth if your shoe gets wet.
So got the Band-Aid ones for your toes.
Yeah, so those were nice.
And they're
Some of them-
pre-medicated ones, so that if you do get a blister, it's helping heal as you're walking.
Yeah.
So that's always nice. And I just have like Band-Aids in here.
Yeah,
You know, just like ibuprofen, like a little care package. Everything you need.
Yeah, so got that in there. And I believe that's pretty much everything we wanted to show from our items that we brought into the park that could save your feet, your heat, things like that. So
I brought flip-flops and tennis shoes. I wore tennis shoes and then I was switching to flip-flops, especially going on to like a wet ride. I didn't want to walk around with soggy feet, so I would switch my shoes and then wear my flip-flops and then put my shoes back on because the shoes are way better to wear than the flip-flops to walk in the park. But yeah, I brought both pairs. You brought both pairs.
yeah.
And then I brought a pair of clothes. We did a lunch in a fancy dinner every day, so I wanted to kind of get out of my sweaty clothes to get into like fresh clothes. So we brought packs of clothes in our backpack too. Telling you, he was a little pack mule. He had to carry everything for me.
Yeah. And then just in general, pandemic at a park, it obviously was low capacity. I believe it was around 30 to 40% when
Didn't
we
give
went.
an actual percent, but it seemed about 30%.
Yeah, so it was nice. Not a lot
lines.
of crowds. Yeah, a lot of time was walk-ons. So if you
Kind of
can,
saved us from the heat, from me just walking on from ride to ride.
yeah. So if you feel comfortable enough to visit the parks, now may be a good time. One thing to keep in mind is that we're 2 adults, no children. We have experienced the Disney magic before at Disneyland, seen the fireworks, seen the parades, things like that. So missing out on those at Disney World's, we're okay. We obviously missed those, but we went just to experience new lands. We haven't been to Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land. Those were new to us, so we did want to see those.
They were amazing.
Yeah, so we had a wonderful time. So if you're willing to go, give it a try, have a great time. Hopefully Disneyland will be opening up soon.
Please open soon.
So I believe they're probably going to have a lot of the same restrictions and regulations that Disney World had. And I hope that our little tips and tricks and ideas of what to bring to the park would help during this time in the summer, which is ending, but it's still pretty hot in Florida, of course.
Yeah, it's always humid there, no matter what. If you have any questions that you want to ask us, you can ask us in the comments. We try to answer anything you guys have. If you guys have questions about going, anything you need to ask.
And we'll go ahead and link our Disney World compilation video playlist down in the description below for you guys. And we appreciate you watching. And again, you're a couple of kiddos.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe.
And like the video. Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.